Um, each state has its own precious natural resource, like California. Its natural resource is water. Unfortunately, last year Governor Jerry Brown declared state of emergency in California due to a shortage of rainfall in the last 3 years. According to the USGS, last year was the third driest year in the 190 years of record. Water is needed not only to flourish agriculture, but also our economy, environment, and our daily lives. There are many simple ways to conserve, recycle, and reclaim water. Some ways to conserve or reduce water is by washing full loads of laundry and dishes. Keep showers to at least 5 minutes or less. According to the EPA, taking a shower uses less than filling up the bathtub. Using the shower head uses from 10 to 25 gallons rather than filling up the bathtub that uses up to 70 gallons of water. Also, install low-flow shower heads and faucets around the house. While brushing your teeth in the morning and at night, turn off the faucet. You could be saving up to 8 gallons of water each day. You can also use a broom instead of a water hose to clean outdoor spaces. Watering outside in the early morning hours or in the late evening hours is best because watering in the evening is no use to the fact that there is sun and the water will eventually evaporate more quickly. While waiting for the water to get warm before showering, place a bucket to catch all of the wasted water and use it for irrigating your plants outside. According to the Pomona Community Service District services, check the root zone of your lawn or garden for moisture before watering using a spat or a trough. If it's still 2 inches under the soil, if it's still moist 2 inches under the water, if under the soil surface, you still have enough water. There are also different ways to recycle water as well. While washing your automobile with the water nozzle is best because you could be saving several gallons of water. For example, when you wash your vehicle, the leftover water with soap in the bucket may be used to irrigate your lawn. Also, you could install a gray water recycling system that can help you save from 30 to 35% of water in your restroom. The gray water recycling system is also attached to your laundry room and kitchen. Some ways to reclaim water can be useful around the house, and also it can extend your water supply. For example, you could install a power generator, a natural system enhancement, and a purified drinking water source. Reclaiming water has its benefits as well. It could decrease disposable into waterways. It's also cheaper than other water sources. Due to the shortage of rainfall, the Pomona Community Service District is involved in the Water Conservation Plan. This plan is used by residents in Pomona. The plan works by determining the last number of your address. So for instance, if your last digit is a 2, then you are only able to water on even days of the month. Also, the Pomona Community Service District recommends residents to avoid watering during 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. If people do not follow the conservation plan, they will have their first warning. Then the second would be a written, and the third would be a written of notice of infraction, and the water services would be disconnected. When Governor Jerry Brown declared state of emergency in California, he said, "Direct the state officials to assist farmers and communities that are economically impacted by the dry conditions, and to ensure the state can respond if Californians face drinking water shortages. The dry conditions and the decrease of rainfall present urgent problems like drinking water supplies are at risk, less crops can be grown, and the farmers' long-term investments are put at risk. Also, the low-income communities heavily depend on agriculture employment, and they will suffer highly on unemployment and economic problems. According to the California Department of Water Resources, on average 75% of California's annual precipitation occurs from November through March, with 50% occurring from December through February. California's average precipitation is dependent on a relatively small number of storms. A few storms more or less during the winter session can determine if the year will be wet or dry.